Let me play a beat while I talk. So I've produced, recorded, mixed more hip hop and rap music than anybody in this country. I think I can say that with authority. I have experience working in all of the 11 languages. I've worked over the years with French and Portuguese, Lingala, Kimbundu, artists from Senegal, Mali, Kenya, Malawi, Botswana, Lesotho, Brazil, Spain, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Angola, DRC, in all of those languages. I've also had the opportunity to record traditional instruments and record different genres from those countries. Also locally, obviously, I've recorded South African jazz, Cape jazz, reggae and choirs in studio and live recording, mixing, mastering. So when I speak about this topic, I think I've come with quite a bit of experience in it. So what I've learned with all these languages is that some languages have some unique challenges when recording. For instance, in Portuguese, there's a lot of S and sh sounds. So when you're recording, you have to deal with a lot of sibilants with Portuguese recording and mixing. Same goes if you work with isiXhosa. There's the clicks. There's a lot of energy in the clicks. So if you want an intimate vocal, you have to change your recording setup or your recording technique to be able to get an intimate vocal when you're working with clicks. Afrikaans has its own challenges. I've been checking out a lot of recordings for a while with Afrikaans rap, and I noticed there's a tendency for Afrikaans to sound quite harsh. Afrikaans can sound harsh in nature, just the nature of the language, depending on the region of Afrikaans and the style of rap. For instance, the Afrikaans tone of MC Donny, who is not the Afrikaans tone of Isaac Mutant. In olden days of analog and tape and studios with treated rooms, when you captured a voice, the analog and tape chain was very forgiving on the recorded signal. So when you captured it, you were not working to make the actual signal sound good in the first place. So you could just go on and do artistic mixing and artistic arrangements because your signals had pleasant harmonics and tone to it just by the nature of the analog chain. So you didn't have to deal with making the sound good before you started being creative with the song and artistic with the song. When recording in the digital domain nowadays, you have your basic microphone into your interface, probably mostly recorded in untreated rooms that may have resonant frequencies which affect the recording of the vocal. So now you have to deal with making the actual vocal sound good while mixing a song. So with experience, you learn to identify the things that make a recording harsh, and then you can deal with that. And over the years, I've used different techniques, even different microphones, different recording techniques, different mixing techniques to deal with the different characteristics of different languages. A lot of Afrikaans rap, the voices, there's resonant frequencies being projected from the very nasal or from the throat. It's like a cultural thing. I mean, different cultures they kind of speak in different tones. Same with Afrikaans. So you have to deal with it in a certain way to make it pleasant. That comes with lots of experience. I've been able to work on that for quite a few years now, and I've figured out how to make that process of capturing more pleasant, so that by the time you come to mixing, you're dealing only with the artistic choices to make the emotions of the song come through. So maybe in the future I'll get to explore that a bit more on how to record Afrikaans and get a more pleasant sound, because it's just something you don't think of if if you haven't been doing it for a while, it's something that happens after working with for years and with lots of different equipment and techniques, that you start hearing things that maybe you wouldn't do when you younger, and getting into the excitement of recording.